Welcome to Spanish Fork once again. This is Dennis Aldridge bringing you the game today. We are now in the drop-down bracket as Millard has lost to a heartbreaker to Parowan. Parowan played an excellent ball game, was nip and tuck back and forth the whole game until the 6th inning when Parowan loaded the bases and then got a big 3-run double to get a 2-run lead, and Millard just not able to come back from that and went down the 6th inning, the 7th inning with no runs scored. So they lose 7-5. Now they come back into the draw, starting the drop down, which is okay. You still get to play, but the problem is you got to play a lot of games in a little time. So Millard comes back now. They'll play against Kanab. Kanab come through. They haven't played a game yet today, so they're a little bit more fresh possibly than the Millard Eagles. But Millard has to come off that bit of discouragement and play this game and get this thing done here. They still will be the home team as they play the Kanab Cowboys, and Kanab will come into this game ready to go, and they were losers in the first round last week, and so they come into this drop-down bracket with 1 loss. The loser here will go home. Their season will be officially ended, and then the winner will go on to play and continue into that play-back bracket with still a chance to get back into that the upper 5 or 6 teams, even to the championship if you can play through it. Millard will come out pretty much the same. Well, in fact, they are the same positions, same players as the last game, and so they will be the home team. Again, pitching is Brindley Stevens, and she will face first this Case Carmen from Kanab, number 22, the catcher. Second pitch, she gets a hit to the right side. Second baseman up with it, throw across, and a nice out there is recorded by the Millard Eagles as it goes 4-3 for that out. And again, for Millard fielding that ball was Taya Owens across to Tylynn Taylor for the first out of the ball game with 2 pitches thrown. So up to the plate now for the Kanab Cowboys will be Allie Haycock, the pitcher. Allie Haycock, the number 2 batter, stands in. First swing miss. Nice changeup by Brindley Stevens on that one as she took something off, and Allie Haycock swung right through that ball. In the winner's side of the bracket, Beaver 1 and Parowan 1. Second pitch is hit again to second base. Up with it and throw across, not in time, as Owen had to go way in the hole behind second base and just not able to set her feet and get the throw across in time to get the runner, Allie Haycock, who moved down the baseline quickly. Again, Beaver and Parowan will advance in the last ball games and will play tomorrow in the undefeateds, and also Gunnison pitch is hit to the third baseman. She'll come across instead of going for the double play. She'll go across to Tylynn, and the third baseman for the Millard Eagles throwing that ball across and in time for the second out. And that will push then Allie Haycock to second base. And be 2 outs in the inning. The third baseman for Millard, Michaela Lunsford, got that ball across. So 2 down, runner on second base. And at the plate now is Lexi Daea. And standing in the number 4 hitter. Daea, 2 balls. Third one is a strike, fouled off the right side. And a nice play by the third baseman up against the screen. Reaches out and snags it as she runs into the screen. So a nice job by Lunsford. And that's a 3 out in the inning. That'll retire the side for Kanab. And we'll go back to studio for a real quick timeout.
National Vinyl Products of Nephi has been a part of Juab County since 2004. The management and staff take pride in supporting the students of Juab High School in the game and in the classroom. The company manufactures high-quality vinyl fencing for a host of uses around the state. If you're 18 years of age and would like to join the workforce at National Vinyl Products in Nephi, please send an email to jobs@nvpfence.com. That's jobs@nvpfence.com. The entire staff and crew at National Vinyl Products wish the Wasps the best of luck this season.
Welcome back once again to Spanish Fork. We are getting ready for the bottom half of the first inning. In the first half of the inning, Kanab came to bat. They did get the 1 hit, an infield hit, as the ball was hit deep behind second base. And the ball was fielded cleanly, but the throw was not in time at first place. That's an infield hit, not an error. So Kanab gets 0 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base in the top half of the first inning. And Millard will be coming to the bat for the first time in the ball game. Pitching for the Kanab Cowboys, Allie Haycock, number one, Catching will be Case Carmen, number 22. First base will be Lexi Dalton, number 17. Second base is Emily Rogers, number 27. Third base is number 21. Do not have a last name of Barnes. Playing shortstop is Lexi Daye. And number 34, left field is Lindsay Clayson, number 8. Center field is Stevie Church, number 24th. And right field is Rosita Escobar, number 32. And that is the Kanab Cowboys defensively. And the Millard Eagles playing pretty much the same as they were before, as they put themselves in the last game. Same position, same players. Brindley Stevens, the pitcher, and Megan Rasmussen, the catcher. And I'm getting ready to come to the plate then, of course, Cadence Coyle, a leadoff batter playing center field for the Millard Eagles. Cadence Coyle. And she bats left and tries to slap the ball. She was 1 for 4 in the last ball game, trying to slap the ball. She'll stand in on the left side again against Allie Haycock. First pitch is high and inside by Haycock, ball 1. Cadence Coyle will be followed by Megan Wade, the shortstop, number 22, and in the hole will be Brindley Stevens, the pitcher. Ball outside, ball 2 to Cadence Coyle. Steps back in now. Everybody's set and ready to go. That ball is going to be outside also. 3-0 now to Cadence Coyle, the leadoff batter for the Millard Eagles. And the pitches haven't really even been close. So 3-0 the count. Pitch comes in. And that's going to be outside. Strike 1 called by the umpire. It catches the outside corner. So 3-1 the count. Tries a swat at a high pitch. Should have let that one go. It was over everybody's head against the screen. It'll go to a full count now. 3-2 to Coyle. Coyle stands in again, choking up on that bat with the slap. Ball way outside. Pass ball. That should be ball. Okay, they're going to say it's full count now. I'm pretty sure I wasn't off, but anyway, the umpire is the one that counts. She slaps it this time, go right back to the pitcher. The pitcher comes up with it, going to fire over to first base. So that'll be a 1-3 from Allie Haycock to Lexi Dalton. So that's 1-3 for the out, first out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate Megan Wade, the shortstop. Megan Wade has had a great first game. Great plays defensively, was 1 for 4 from the field, from the batter's box. 1 for 4. This one she hits sharply past second. It's going to get all the way to the fence. She's got a possibility of a double here. She rounds first, heading to second. Now they're going to wave her around. She'll go around to third. Kanab not knowing what to do with the ball. Finally they get it back in, but not before Megan Wade ends up with a triple there. Heads up play by both coaches and player there, as that looked like possibly a double, but because of indecision on Kanab's part, Millard able to stretch that all the way to a triple now. With 1 out, that brings Brindley Stevens to the plate, the number 3 batter and the pitcher. First pitch is a little high, ball 1. And again, Brindley in the first game was unable to reach base, as she got out the 4 times that she was up to bat. So Brindley having a rough day at the plate so far today. Two balls now to her. Hits the ball sharply down the third baseline. Error on the coach for the Millard Eagles, as that ball went foul, and KJ Stevens muffed it. Had to pick it up a second time and throw it back to the pitcher. So we'll call an E12 on that one, even though it doesn't count in the book. Next pitch is hit back to a line drive to the pitcher, fielded by the pitcher, and that'll be the out for Brindley Stevens as her offensive woes continue. F1 for the second out leaves Megan Wade at third base on that triple. Now it brings Megan Rasmussen to the plate, and Megan's had a good day at the plate. She's 2 for 3 at the plate, and hasn't been able to get the ball out of the park, but she has hit the ball well. So brings Megan to the plate with a chance to drive in a run here. Pitch comes in Ball is hit to center field. Center fielder misplays the ball. It goes over her head and bounces into the fence. That'll be enough to bring it in, but because of Megan's foot, she's only able to get a single out of that. But that's a great hit by Megan Wade as she Megan Rasmussen as she drives in Megan Wade for the first run of the ball game. 1-0 for the Millard Eagles. They'll bring a runner in for Megan Wade. I believe it's Maddie Souders. She'll be running for Megan Wade. And at the plate will be number 14 for the Millard Eagles, and that's Michaela Lunsford. Michaela Lunsford also has had kind of a rough day at the plate, 0 for 3 in the first game. So she's looking to get something going here for herself. On the first pitch, Souders heads to second base, and she's going to make it in time. The throw is there, but no tag was applied, so Maggie Souders moves down to second base, again running for Megan Wade, and she'll be at second base now in scoring position on a stolen base. And here comes the pitch, and Lunsford with a big swing, foul tip, and strike one. Steps back into the plate looking for the pitch now. Oh, nice pitch on the outside corner. Left it out there as a ball. 2-1 the count now. And in the motion of the pitcher, the ball flips out of her hand and goes right up in the air. That has to be called a ball. 3-1. As she just lost control on the swing and the ball went straight in the air. And ball 3-1. This time the ball will go behind the batter. That should be ball 4. And Lunsford will take first base on a base on balls. Runners at first and second now, 2 away. And coming to the plate now will be Tylynn Taylor, who in the first game had 2 hits on 3 plate appearances. In fact, one of those hits was a home run for Tylynn Taylor. So she stands in now with runners on base. Ball's outside, strike one. Called strike on the outside corner. Tylynn Taylor gets around on it, but it's going to be a foul ball. This time the third baseman goes and takes it, so the coach from Millard doesn't have to worry about fielding that one. So 2 strikes on the batter. To the plate, we will have, once again, Tylynn Taylor steps back in there with 2 strikes on her now. She'll have to protect that plate, anything close. Hits it right over the pitcher's head, right up the middle. That'll get 1 run. Second runner headed for third. Kanab will try to get the ball in, and 1 run is scored. Maggie Souders comes in from second base all the way around to score, running for Megan Rasmussen. So that's a run for the Millard Eagles. And also going to third is Michaela Lunsford, goes from first to third on the hit, so she's now in scoring position. And a nice hit by Tylynn Taylor. She's had a nice day today offensively. She's doing her job. To the plate, Taya Owens, number 4. Taya Owens has gotten a hit in 1 out of 3 in the first game, so she's been doing okay. First ball is in the dirt, and the runner will advance to second base. That's Tylynn Taylor, so she's now in scoring position also. Ball 1 to the batter. And Taya Owens will have a chance now to score some runs. She does play second base for the Millard Eagles. Pitch on the way. Ooh. Looked like a nice pitch. There is the call. Strike on the batter, 1-1. Owens steps back in the batter's box. Again, Haycock with the pitch, and she jumps over the pitch. If she'd let it hit her, she could have gone to first base, but she jumps over the pitch, so it'll be ball 2, 2-1 to Owen. On deck is McCall Alberto for the Millard Eagles. Another pitch down in the dirt. It's in the dirt, gets past the catcher, and in to score will be 1 run. Lunsford will come in to score. Michaela Lunsford on a passed ball will score. And Tylynn Taylor will advance to third. And it's a 3-1 count on the batter, Taya Owens. So this is usually a hitter's pitch here because the pitcher doesn't want to walk you. They usually throw you something pretty good right here. She takes a swing. It's going to be a dead ball. It hits her. She hits the ball, but it makes contact with her in the batter's box. That is a dead ball, even though it went into fair territory. It's dead once it hits the player. If she's out of the batter's box and that ball hits her, then it's an out for interference. Full count. She hits a ball high and deep to center field. Center fielder settles under, misplays the ball. It goes off her glove, clear back to the fence. 1 run will score, and Owens is going to be waved on to third, and she's headed to third base and will stand up with a triple, but it's not really a triple. It's kind of an error. That'll have to go down as an E7, E8. But she ends up on third base and drives the run in. So she stands at third now, bringing to the plate McCall Alberto. McCall Alberto playing center field. First swing misses. Foul ball, foul tip. On deck will be Tricia Johnson, and if those two are able to get successfully on, it'll bring back Cadence Coyle, who is in the hole right now. Pitch is low and inside, ball, 1-1. Once again, the pitch coming in from Haycock. Hit hard down the line, foul ball. Wow. Near miss for McCall Alberto on that one. Be 2 strikes on her now. She will also have to protect and cover here. Make sure that no close ones get by. Have to cover up anything close to the plate. Again, the winner advances here. The loser goes home as we are in the drop-down one-loss bracket now. Pitch from Haycock, inside, ball. 2-2 is the count. Now pitch from Haycock. Fouled back to the screen by Alberto as she battles in. As we stated, she got to cover anything close. That might have been a little high, but you can't let anything go at this point. Anything close, you got to take a hack at. And she does a good job of hitting right there to foul that off and have new life to continue the at-bat. So she stands in. Hits the ball, kind of a lazy looper towards third base. Is going to go foul up against the screen. So again, she maintains a new life there. We'll get into the chance. So once again, Alberto stands in. Pass is going to be bounced behind the batter. Ball 3, full count, 2 away. And the last couple of batters have gotten 2 strikes on them early and been able to battle back to a full count. Alberto now with a chance here. Right down the middle, hits the ball hard down the line, past the third baseman. 1 run will come in to score. Alberto rounds first base, but she's going to be held up there. She'll go back to first. So a single by Alberto will bring 1 run across and continue the inning for the Millard Eagles. And Tricia Johnson, the number 9 hitter, the designated player for the Millard Eagles, will come to bat. Number 26, Tricia Johnson, who had a nice game in the previous game and got a couple of hits and did a good job in that first game. Johnson steps in now. First one's in the dirt. McCall Alberto takes off. Took off even before it hit the dirt. That was a called steal right there. She's going to get a stolen base out of that one. Puts herself in scoring position if Johnson can get a hit here. Next pitch is high and outside, ball, 2 balls. Allie Haycock struggling a little bit here in this first inning. And Johnson stands in, gets a hit going to right field. The ball's going to go to the right fielder. It goes past the right fielder to the fence. 1 run across, and Johnson's rounding to second base, rounding it, but she held up there instead of seeing the call, so she'll stay at second base. Nice hit by Tricia Johnson to drive in another run in McCall Alberto. That's 6 runs across for the Millard Eagles here in the first inning. And Tricia Johnson stands at second base. We'll go back to the top of the inning, top of the order with Cadence Cadence Coyle back to bat for the second time in the inning. First pitch is outside. Coyle, the first time up in the inning, she flew out, dribbled one to the pitcher, was thrown out at first. Ball 2 to Cadence Coyle. Ball 2. And she stands in again with a 2-ball count. Next one is 3 bounces to the plate. That's ball 3. So 3-0 to Cadence Coyle here. Again, she has struggled. Been on once in the 2 games. Umpire's going to call that one a strike. Strike 1. 3-1 the count. Kind of a half-hearted swing there by Coyle as she tried to slap that one down. Was unsuccessful, so it runs full now. Full count. 3-2 the count. 2 outs. Runner at second base for Cadence Coyle. See what she can do here. This one's high and outside. Ball 4. Cadence Coyle draws a walk to put runners at first and second now with 2 out. Bringing back to the plate Megan Wade. And Megan Wade got a base on balls in the first at-bat in this inning, and then eventually scored a run after the base on balls.
Now batting, playing shortstop, number 22, Megan Wade.
So standing in is Megan Wade, number 2 hitter. She hits one down the third base. Third baseman misses it, goes under her glove into left field. That's going to bring one runner across. And Megan Wade with a single now will stop at first base, but she drives in a run. And the run is Tricia Johnson from second base, comes around to score. And Cadence Coyle goes to third base. So you got runners at the corners now, first and third, 2 away. Not a great stealing situation, but with the catcher having a kind of a little bit weaker arm, they may send her here. And indeed they send her, and there's no play at all at second base, so a straight steal by Megan Wade. And that'll put runners at second and third now with Brindley Stevens. Brindley Stevens hits it to third. Third baseman catches it. The throw to first is offline. Brindley Stevens is able to make it around first, head to second. It's going to clear the other 2 runners off the bases. And that will bring 2 more runs across as Cadence Coyle comes in from third. And also Megan Wade comes from second all the way in to score. And so Brindley Stevens will reach base and end up on second on E5. She gets to second base. That brings Megan Rasmussen to the plate for her second time. First time up, she hit the ball to the fence over the left center fielder's head, only got a single out of it, as she is a little bit hobbled with that leg, but she did hit a nice ball. She hits it hard down the line. Look out for that one. And it's going to be a foul ball. That time the Millard coach got out of the way. Wasn't even going to attempt to field that one, as that was hard hit down the line. Nine runs in the inning so far for the Millard Eagles. 9 runs in the bottom of the first. Megan Rasmussen in there again. Ball bounces and is going to be a ball. Ball 1, 1-1. Again, a lot of this has been done. In fact, all these runs are scored, other than the first run, all of these have scored with 2 outs in the inning. In fact, all of them have scored with 2 outs. Megan gets around on another one. She probably already is, but as big a bat as she's got and as slow as the pitching is, oftentimes the coaches will push them clear to the front of the box. But I imagine she's probably already there. That's so they don't foul it off, so they can catch the ball sooner. She'll stand back in. 2 strikes, 1 ball. She's going to hit a little lazy pop up to the shortstop. Pitcher will step back and take it, however, so that'll end this part of the inning as Megan Rasmussen records the 3rd out of the inning, but not before Millard gets 9 runs in the inning, so 9-0 at the end of 1. We'll be back in just a moment.
Our team works hard to shape the quality of life wherever we live and work. These values allow our team to be the go-to source for rural entities.
For for integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center, where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
For sure, how many changes? There'll be that Shaylin Hickman, who has been the flex player in right field, has now come in to pitch. Shaylin Hickman is into pitch, and I'm not sure if Brindley is out of the game. Looks like they've moved Brindley Stevens to right field. So, no, Shaylin Hickman. So that's the change. It looks like that's the only change. Is Shaylin Hickman and Brindley Stevens will trade positions, and they'll bring Shaylin to pitch and Brindley to the right field. They keep Brindley in the game. If they need to bring her back to pitch later in the game, they can do that. But Brindley threw the whole first game and the first inning of this game, they're giving her a bit of a break out there, but they keep her in the game. So Shaylin Hickman, the first time in this tournament so far, a chance to throw a little bit here. To bat will be Barnes, the number 4 hitter. Number 21, Barnes, the third baseman, will be the first hitter. And the very first pitch from Hickman hits Barnes. That's not a good start, but get it out of your system early and get the jitters out of your system. So Barnes will go down to first base. Base runner for the Kanab Cowboys now. And that'll bring Stevie Church to the plate. Stevie Church is playing center field, number 24. And she's ready to hit, but the umpire is still talking to Barnes down there at first base. He's going to give him the okay, and so the umpire will step back behind the plate. And Barnes will step back, Church will step back in the box for Hickman. And Hickman throws inside again. A little bit of nerve showing now as those first two pitches she's seeing the batter, not the catcher. That's kind of common until they get their feet under him. The pitcher has some kind of thing on her wrist, which is illegal. It is seen as a distraction for a batter. Can't do that. So it's a scrunchie. She'll put it on her hair instead. Must have been a spare. So they got the equipment put back to place where it should be, on the hair, not the wrist, and we're ready to go. So 1-0 the count to the batter. Next pitch is a little bit low, ball 2. So that'll be ball 2 to Stevie Church. 1-1. Next pitch. It's a little low and outside. The batter starts to swing but holds it back. And I apologize for the error on balls and strikes. Some of these officials do have the slow mechanics. They call the strike immediately on the field so the players can hear it, but their mechanics are they take a second, then make the call. So for those of us in the booth, it makes it a little bit tougher to make that call up here. We get a little impatient with it, I guess. The next one's a swinging strike. It's 2-2 to the batter, Church. So 2-2, runner at first base, nobody out. Oh, and a nice pitch with nice movement on that outside corner and a quick throw down to first base, but she gets back in time. Barnes back in time. So Hickman records a strikeout there on that on the second batter. She K's Stevie Church. That'll bring Emily Rogers, the second baseman, to the plate. Number 27, Emily Rogers. Hickman showed nice movement on that last pitch. Nice pitch there. Called strike. Strike one to Emily Rogers. Again, if you're just joining us, Millard tallied 9 runs in that first inning to 0 for Kanab. Kanab in the top of the second inning here now. Pitch from Hickman. Ball. I'm trying to be a little more patient there. Ball, 1-1 to Rogers. She'll step back in. Hickman steps back on the rubber. High, ball 2. So 2-1 the count now to Rogers. Kind of taking their time. Step back in. Pitch from Hickman. Nice pitch by Hickman. Swing and strike. Strike 2, 2-2.
I just need a badge because I'm the photographer for our team.
So 2-2, 1 away. Runner at first. Rogers stands in. Hickman with the pitch. Nice movement on that pitch. The official's going to give it to her. Called strike 3 for another K by Hickman as Rogers goes down on strikes. And that'll bring to the plate Lindsay Clayson now. Clayson steps in. She's playing left field, Clayson. 2 down now with a runner at first base for Kanab. Hickman comes across way outside, ball 1. She's trying to throw the ball to the outside part of the plate and with movement, and it's biting and taking to the outside. She's got the corner a few times, so got some good calls. That one a little bit too far outside. Next pitch outside. She reaches out and slaps at it, as does Clayson. Slaps it over the fence foul, over the first base dugout. Strike 1. 1-1, 2 outs. Still at first base is Barnes at first base, who took the first pitch in the middle of her back and hasn't been able to move from first base since. Ball hit up the middle. Over to it is the second baseman, boots it off her foot, kicks it into left field, but the runner does not advance, goes to second, stops and stays there. A break again for Millard as the runner stopped, and the ball again booted by the second baseman. Don't know whether she'd been able to make the play or not, but booted to the left field, and Lindsay Clayson ends up. Rosita Escobar will come to the plate as the 9th batter, and they play in 9 position, which is right field. And she'll come up with runner now at second base and one at first base. First pitch is outside and low, ball 1. Escobar again stands in with a 1-ball count. Nice movement to the outside. It's just really biting on that outside portion and fooled the batter. Rosita Escobar takes a swing and misses badly. Good movement there by the pitcher for Millard, Hickman. Another one. This time the ball is hit down the first base line. Fielded nicely, but it was about 10 feet out of bounds, so it doesn't count. So that'll be 2 strikes against the batter, Escobar. And it'll be a 1-2 count, 2 away, 2 runners on. Pitch from Hickman. Ooh, a little bit low. The batter bailed out of there, but it was low. So ball 2, 2-2. Pitch from Hickman. Takes another bite. First baseman ranges out to field it. She's going to have trouble. She tries to beat the runner back. They say she got there in time. Good play by Tylynn Taylor, as she's able to pick it up after muffing it and then get back to the bag in time. So that'll be an out for Kanab and end the inning for the Kanab Cowboys. And we'll go back to studio for a quick break.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Their Feed Grit product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA Country Store, Steve Regan stores, or on their website at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or the web. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports UAB High School athletics.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors B. Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Reagan Fales, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioners Robin Horton, Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hollingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options, with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
You ever look up at the stars and wonder, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start for just $1? Magic. Charbroiled sliders starting at just $1, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
If you got $5, you could get like 9.96 inches of sandwich. Or you can get a real meal with a charbroiled double cheeseburger, dog, fries, and a cookie. The $5 All-Star Meals, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork. We're getting ready to start the bottom half of the second inning. As Kanab threatened in that inning, got a couple of runners on a hit by pitch and also an error on the second baseman. They got a couple of runners on at first and second. But a big play by the first baseman, Tylin Taylor, ended the inning there and left the runners on base. So Kanab, no runs so far in the ball game. They are trailing 9-0 now as Millard starts their half of the second inning. They'll start with Michaela Lunsford. First pitch is a ball to Michaela Lunsford. Last time up, she took a base on balls and then eventually scored on a pass ball. So Michaela Lunsford, second at bat, 1 for 1 as far as getting on base percentage. Second pitch comes in low, bounces up and away from the catcher, and the pitcher has to run and pick it up. 2-0 the count. On deck for the Millard Eagles, Tylin Taylor with a home run and a single in the last 2 at-bats. This ball hit high in the air by Lunsford. Everybody kind of looking at it. Nobody gets to it, and it drops in there for a base hit in between shortstop, center field, and left field. So Lunsford will get a towering single and will stop at first base. Bringing Tylin Taylor to the plate with Taya Owens on deck and McCall Alberto in the hole. So here we go with Tylin Taylor, who again has had a great day at the plate and is looking to add to that stat. Ball, she'll take a hit. Ball was coming at her. She just stood there and took it. Took one for the team, she did. She could have got out of the way, but elected to stay there and take one for the team. So she'll draw a base on balls, moving Michaela Lunsford to second base into scoring position. And Taya Owens comes to the plate with McCall Alberto on deck. And Tricia Johnson in the hole. Owens steps in. Owen reached on an error on the center fielder on the last at-bat. The ball is in the dirt, gets away from the pitcher, and both runners advance on the passed ball. So they both advance. That puts them both in severe scoring position now with Owen up the plate. Pass comes in. It's low. It gets away from the catcher. Now we got a hang up between first and second. The throw goes down to second base, and the runner comes home from third. The runner goes back to third. And so a running mistake by Tylin Taylor ends up with a run scored and her standing at third base as they're able to convert the mental error there into positive outcome. Little catcher needs to learn to kind of run at those players instead of just hucking the ball to second base. The ball is a little high, going to be called a ball. So Taya Owens now with a 2-ball count, 2-0. Umpire calls timeout. The umpire from out in the field corrects the home plate umpire, goes 3-0. Pitch comes in, looks like it's going to be low. Gets away from the catcher, but not far enough to score the run from third. So Tay Owens will take a base on balls. Second time she's been on in the game. Runners at the corner, first and third now, nobody out. And at the plate is McCall Alberto with Tricia Johnson on deck. It's a little bit of a stoppage in time. The catcher trying to tie her shoelaces. Again, remember that the loser of this game does go home. Their season is finished, and the winner will continue on in the loss bracket, the drop-down bracket. McCall Alberto settles in now. Pitch on the way. It's going to be way high. The runner does go. The little catcher runs out, fakes the throw to second, fakes it to third. All the runners are safe as Alberto moves to second base now. So, Owen to second base with Taylor at third base and McCall Alberto at bat. Nobody out in the inning. One run across already. That's low in the dirt. It's going to be far away from the left of the catcher that the run will come in to score. Tylynn Taylor will come in to score, and Owen will move to third base on the passed ball. So the count to Alberto is 2-0, and Kanab has called a timeout. We'll take a quick break with that timeout.
Coming to the Juab County Fairgrounds this August is country group Restless Heart in concert. Get tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Get advance tickets now for Restless Heart in concert at the Juab County Fairgrounds at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, August 9th. Floor seating is just $30. Reserve seating $20. Get your tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Don't miss Restless Heart in concert August 9th in Nephi, Utah. Get tickets at juabcountyfair.com.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork. They had a bit of a confab at the mound there to talk about some things and try and settle things down. No position changes were made at this point. Allie Haycock still pitching, and McCall Alberto will step back in now with a 2-0 count in her favor. Another ball 3-0 to McCall Alberto. Three 3-0 count to McCall Alberto. She'd been given the green light. She wanted to go after it, did not. Ball 4, and McCall Alberto will draw the walk. Once again, runners at the corners. So they've scored 2 runs on 1 hit so far with 3 walks. Tricia Johnson comes up. First time up for Tricia Johnson. She hit a single. Comes back up with a chance to score more runs. Gets a hold of one, fouls it off to the right side. Strike 1 to Tricia Johnson. They had the hit and run going. McCall Alberto had broken for second base. She'll have to come back on the foul ball. So she moves up in the box a little bit. Pitch on the way. It's in the dirt low. Alberto takes off for now the throw is to third and mishandled at third, but not far enough away to send the runner home. So McCall Alberto is able to steal to second base. So she'll be at second on a stolen base. And Tricia Johnson has a 1-1 count to her. So she has a chance now with a base hit to score a couple of runs here. Oh, swing and a miss. Nice changeup by the pitcher, Haycock. Nice pitch there as she gets Tricia Johnson to just flail at that thing, but was way out in front of it. Good pitch by the pitcher. Now it's a 1-2 count now. That pitch is strike 3 outside corner. And that's the first strikeout, I believe, for Haycock. She registers a strikeout there, the first out of the inning. And now we'll go back to the top of the order. And Cadence Coyle. Now they're going to turn Cadence Coyle around this time, let her bat right. She's been kind of frustrated with that slap from the left side. They're going to let her bat right-handed, which is her natural batting position now. The runner, ball was loose from the catcher, but the runner hesitated, and so wisely went back to third. She could have made it had she broken with the miss, but because she hesitated, she lost her window of opportunity and wisely went back to third. Ball 1 for Cadence Coyle. Pitch coming in. Cadence Coyle rips one down the line, but it's going to go foul. She's going to hit it like that. They need to leave her right-handed more often, looks like, but that's a comment and an opinion, nothing else. But that slap for a leadoff hitter is important, and that's why they turn her around that way and have her slap that left-hand side. It does things to defenses when they do that. So 1-1 the count now to Cadence Coyle. Ball is inside, bounce in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher, number 22, Casey Carmen. 2-1 the count. Pitch is going to be called high. 3-1 the count. Swing and a miss. They're going to say it's a foul ball, foul tip. So the runner cannot come in from third. Runs it full with one out, full count, one away. So Cadence Coyle stands in again. Hits the ball up in the air. It's a pop-up. Catcher's going to try and take it. Steps out in front of the plate and does take it. And that'll be an out for Cadence Coyle. Second out of the game. Out of the inning, excuse me. So the runners are not able to advance as that pop up to the catcher. It will bring Megan Wade to the plate. Megan Wade has had a base on balls and a single in the game so far. So 2 away now, 2 runners on in scoring position. Pitch from Haycock. Hit by Megan Wade across the shortstop into left field. One runner's going to score, bobbled in the outfield. 2 runners are going to score. And then they get the ball back into the shortstop, Escobar, but that'll score 2 more runs. Megan Wade with that single in the air to get to second base would be scored a single with an error, moving her to second base. That will bring to the bat Brindley Stevens now. In the first inning, Brindley Stevens flew out to the pitcher and reached on an error by the second baseman in the innings. And she got one of the ones that got to bat twice in that first inning. She's going to hit the ball over the head of the third baseman. It's going to drop into shallow left field, and coming around to score will be Megan Wade, and Brindley Stevens will stand in with a double there as she rounds and goes to second base. So she'll get a double, bringing Megan Rasmussen now to the plate. Megan Rasmussen, first time up, first inning, got a single and flew out to the pitcher. So this will be the bet completely around now with Megan Rasmussen coming to the plate. That's 9 batters in the inning. She stands in. She gets a hold of one down the third base line. She rips it. It's going to be all the way to the fence, and that'll bring a runner across. Megan will not be able to get to second base, though. She's content to just get to first, and she gets a hold of a nice one. She does get the RBI. She does get the single, and she'll be replaced for a runner with Maggie Souders. And that'll bring Michaela Lunsford up for the second time in the inning. Again, there are 2 outs. Millard has scored a lot of runs in the first and the second inning with 2 outs on the board. They've scored a lot of runs. First pitch is low, ball 1. Second pitch, throws it on that outside corner. Does not get the call, low, and does not get the call out there. So 2-0. Next pitch is going to be high and outside, ball 3. So Michaela Lunsford reached on a base on balls, and then in this inning, the lead off this inning, she got a single, so she's been on twice. Lets that one go, 3-0 call. She lets it go. It's called strikes. Probably one she wishes she could have swung at, but that's what you teach them to do with 3-0 is not necessarily to swing unless you're absolutely sure, but even most of the time, coaches won't even let you swing. Next pitch, though, is a called strike because it's right down the middle, called strike. An attempt at first base, not in time as the runner gets back. So now we've gone full count now, 3-2 for Lunsford. Swing and a miss by Michaela Lunsford. Strike 3, and that ends the inning, 3 away, and that records another strikeout. And that's the end of 2. And Kanab Millard gets another 6 runs in that inning, and we'll go to the top of the 3rd when we come back.
The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Introducing the Honda Pioneer 1000 with best-in-class 999cc engine and the industry's only 6-speed fully automatic dual-clutch transmission. Check out the Honda Pioneer 1000 at Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Garrett Honda, our family serving your family for over 50 years.
I'm Reed Skinner. I'm an OBGYN, recently transferred here to Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi. I'm excited to bring to Nephi the experience and the training that I've had in helping to take care of women through all stages of life, from low risk to high risk pregnancies or infertility, family planning, all the way to postmenopause and the management of that time frame. I also specialize in minimally invasive surgery. I'm excited to be here in Nephi and partnering with Central Valley Medical Center, providing the best possible care we can for women through all stages of life.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork. At the end of 2 innings of play, Millard is up 15-0 on the Kanab Cowboys. Lady Cowboys come up now in the top of the 3rd inning, trying to get some runs on the board. There is a mercy rule in high school softball, 15 runs after 3 innings, which in this case they may not even let Millard bat in the 3rd inning if they're up 15-0. And Kanab will come to the plate and try and put some runs on the board and battle back into this thing. Hickman with this pitch. First pitch hit right back to Hickman. Throw over to Taylor for the first out of the inning. That was Casey Carmen batting there. Back to the top of the order. 1-3, first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring Allie Haycock to the batter's box. Allie Haycock, the first time up, got a single. And eventually, well, did not score, but got a single in that first inning. Hickman with the pitch. Called strike. Strike 1 for Hickman over Haycock. And again, the Hickman girl shows some real nice movement on the ball that she's pitching. Still working on velocity, but nice movement on the ball. Ball is hit down the line to first base, picked up by Taylor. And she gets back. They're going to call this time safe as able to get down there. A little bit quickness there by Allie Haycock, and she's going to get another single. So that's 2 for 2 for Allie Haycock, as she's gotten 2 singles now in 2 at-bats. That'll bring Lexi Dalton, the first baseman of the line, to the batter's box. Lexi Dalton, number 17, will stand in with a runner on base. Hickman with the pitch, nice movement to the outside, throw down to first, almost in time, as the runner kind of stumbles and goes down and just gets back in time. Strike 1 on the batter. So Hickman back at ready to throw. Nice, again, movement. Runner goes, the throw's down in time, and they got her on the throw down. Runner did not slide. Haycock did not go down, and they throw out for the second out on the runner caught stealing. 2 away in the inning now. Lexi Dalton still in there to bat. Last time she hit the ball to the third baseman and was thrown out at first. Hits the ball, nice single over the top now into left field. It'll be knocked down there by the left fielder for the Millard Eagles and thrown back in. Another single for the Kanab Lady Cowboys. They do have 3 or 4 hits in the game, but just not able to string them together in a way that they can score runs. Lexi Daea is up to bat now. Standing in the number 4 hitter. Pitch is brought across and a little bit low, looks like. Called ball. She'll stand in for the next pitch. Hit back to the pitchers. Grabbed there by Hickman. Throw over to the first baseman, Taylor, and that's it. 1-3, and that's it for the 3rd inning. And they're going to call the game right now. Millard does not even need to bat in the 3rd inning. They're going to call that right now with a 15-run mercy rule. So that's it. Millard will win the ball game 15-0 with 2 innings of at-bat, 3 defensively. That's the ball game, 15-0. Millard will move on to play. Kanab's season, unfortunately, is over with, and they will be going home. So again, Millard, a complete dominance here. Kanab got a couple of hits, but really no real threats at all out there for the Kanab Lady Cowboys. Millard, of course, just scored run after run after run. They had 2 innings. They had 9 in the 1st inning, 6 in the 2nd inning, and so as a result of the 15-run rule in 3rd inning, they will not have to play the next inning, and it is over, folks. So Millard will move on. They'll play again at, I believe, 6 o'clock tonight. And let me get you time. They will play at 6 o'clock. They'll play the winner of Duchesne and Roland Hall, which is going on right now on the other field. So they'll play again at 6 o'clock. So we'll be signing off for right now, and we'll be back in a while with another game. Thank you.